We are at Utica Park. It's a beautiful day. I'm with Kristen, Double Dog Dare Rescue, and boy, have I got a sweetheart for somebody. So let's go back a little bit to Double Dog Dare Rescue. You took over in 2021. You have 60 some people who foster the dogs that you get.
Correct.
How many dogs kind of go through your fostering or rescue program in a typical year? Do you
So in
know?
a typical year, we're closer to 400. During COVID, when everyone wanted a dog, we were closer to 3,000. So in our total lifetime of the rescue, like I said, we've been around for about 9 years. We've saved over 7,000 dogs.
Holy cow. Okay. So you guys get your dogs mostly from high kill shelters. West Virginia is very well known for that. The South is very well known for that as well. So they'll contact you, or you kind of keep an eye on things there?
Both. So they'll contact us directly if there's a dog specifically that they think that, would be great for our rescue. Otherwise, we look and see what they have, for intake, and then we see who we can help.
Yeah. And then how does that work? Do you then reach out to your network to see who's available to take a dog, or you just take them and then try to figure it out?
So it really depends on where we're pulling from. If we're
Right.
pulling from West Virginia, those dogs we can pretty much move in the same day. So then they go directly into a foster home. If I'm pulling from the South, like Louisiana, once I tag a dog from a kill shelter, I have 24 hours to get it out. So then it goes to a foster home in Louisiana, like where we pull from, and then they go from that foster home to a transport company. We do transports once a month. So that foster may have the dog for 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Then they come up here, and then they're in their foster home up here.
Wow. Okay. It's a lot. It's
a lot of networking, and it really takes so many people that just make it happen, from the shelters that we pull with to the transport drivers to the fosters there and the fosters here. Like, there's literally so many people that are invested in these dogs.
Yeah, and you cover a wide range. You were saying from basically Shrewsbury in the north, western Maryland to that area, all the way to Annapolis on the east. That's a huge area.
Yep, we have fosters all over. We also adopt out to all over. So we don't ship our dogs if somebody wants to adopt one, but they're welcome to come here. We do out-of-state adoptions all of the time, and then they can take their forever home back home, or dog back home with them.
Yeah. Now, Blue has been with you for quite some time, and I'm sure she's comfortable there, but we need to get her a home.
So Blue, like I said, she came from the West Virginia shelter that we pull from as a 6-month-old puppy. She was adopted out, and then about 3.5 years later, the family decided that she was just no longer a good fit for them. So the rescue's policy is that the dog needs to be returned to the rescue if it's no longer a good fit. So she came back with us. We noticed that she had what we thought was some anxiety issues, which turned out to be like dog reactivity. So she was in an extensive board and train program where she, learned how to work past that. So behavioral wise, she's good to go. She does still have some reactivity to dogs, so that's why we're recommending her be an only pet home. But I mean, she's a cuddle bug. She loves to hike. She loves to swim. So for anyone that's looking for a single dog household, she's really an amazing dog.
She's super soft.
Yes.
You pat her and you're like, oh my gosh, you don't expect it.
I told you she feels like silk.
She
really does.
Feel like silk, and she's gorgeous. Those blue eyes and just markings are great. Just a cute little
and
black
a perfect
and white
size too.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of people don't want the great big dogs and they don't want the super tiny dogs. So Blue coming in right around 30 pounds, she's that perfect mid-sized dog.
She is. Your son just picks her up and can get her where you want her to go. So if someone is interested in adopting Blue, how do they reach out? What do they need to do?
So they would go to our website, which is doubledogdarerescue.org, and they would fill out an application. In order to be approved, if you rent, we do have to check with your landlord and make sure that that's okay. Obviously, in Blue's case, we're not recommending other pets. And then we check references, and if all of that works out, then you get to do a meet and greet and make sure that, it's a good fit from there. And if so, then you get to adopt her and take her home.
Yeah. Now, on the greater scale, your website has all the dogs that you currently have available for adoption. So certainly if somebody isn't quite interested in Blue but may want another of the dogs, obviously we want to get them all good homes.
Absolutely.
And right now you have how many dogs available to be adopted?
So right now we're probably at about 30 dogs in the rescue. We do have a big transport coming in on the 18th of August, so that'll be our next transport and kind of influx in dogs. But also too, we also a foster to adopt program. So if somebody has an approved application and we don't have a dog that they need or that they're looking for, they can reach out to me and tell me what they're looking for. With the shelters having thousands of dogs, you know, I can find it.
Yeah.
And then we'll bring the dog up here, and then they get to do what we call foster to adopt. So they welcome the dog into their home for about a week, see if it's a good fit, and if it's a good fit, then they adopt the dog. If not, if they determine it's not a good fit, then we find another adopter for the dog.
Oh,
so it's kind of like a test drive.
Yeah.
I find that it's really good for people that are maybe on the fence about getting a puppy.
Yeah.
So they think they want that puppy and that energy, and then they get it home for the week and they were like, nah, give me the older dog.
I need something a little bit calmer.
Right.
I need something a little bit calmer. How can Frederick help you? What do you guys need like immediately for the rescue to keep going and
I would
help?
just say networking, because I believe in the power of networking, and we have such great dogs, and I feel like if they could just have more eyes on them, then, you know, we can help them find their forever homes.
Yeah, that's great. And as a nonprofit, how do you guys sustain and survive?
So we are completely donation driven. So like our food's donated, we fundraise for our medical cases and things like that. So no one's paid, we're all volunteers.
Okay. And so how can people donate?
So they can donate through the donate link on our website.
Yeah.
But they can also come to an adoption event and check out the dogs and, you know, volunteer their time and help that way. Or, you know, a lot of people like to, you know, bring us food, and they like to see the dogs that they're helping.
Yeah.
So that's something that we encourage too.
So I posted the next adoption event that you guys have coming up. Do you remember what it? I can't remember.
I believe it's August 4th,
Yeah.
and it's at the Green Canine in Urbana.
Okay.
It'll be from 1 to 3.
Okay, yeah, and we'll make sure and put that up, and that's also on our Everything Frederick calendar. So if you're looking for an adoption event, you just got to use the search and you'll find it. But Blue is one you really want to get her.
We do. Like I
Yeah.
said, I have 4 dogs personally and 2 other fosters outside of Blue. And with her not getting other dogs, that means that we have to rotate dogs in our house to make sure, you know, that she gets her
Yeah.
equal play time and love time too.
Yeah.
And I hate the fact that she has to share, you know,
Yeah.
time with others. I want that forever home for her.
For sure. All right, so we're going to put the link to the website up there, Double Dog Dare Rescue. If you want to volunteer, maybe you want to foster, maybe you're looking to adopt, but you're not quite sure, Kristen can help you out. Have a look on the website, see if there's a dog there for you. And again, if not, if you think you want a specific dog, reach out to her. She can probably find it. And then you may find out that breed wasn't exactly what you thought it was going to be.
Exactly.
They might look cool on TikTok and social, but in real life, sometimes these dogs are a little bit harder to house than you may think. So check them out, doubledogdarerescue.org.
You got
We'll
it.
put it up there. All right. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you.